conquered. In the land of pharaohs and kings, they said Egypt could never be humbled. In the realm of forest and snow, they said Russia could never be tamed. Now they say nothing. They fear me, like a force of nature, a dealer in thunder and death. I say, I am Napoleon. I am Emperor. Burn it!
Hello everybody, hope you're all well this evening, and I hope you're enjoying yourself and are looking forward to seeing some fun and games in Napoleonic Wars, Napoleon Total War. Now, as you can see, I'm playing the European campaign, currently as the dastardly French, and, as you can see, I've got all these various areas here. So you can see, you know, not doing too bad. Now, the thing is, I do have Hanover for some reason, right out in the middle of the arse end of nowhere. Yeah, close enough. It's as close as it's going to get. So, you can see these guys here. Now, part of the problem I had was, what's his face? Oh, Welly, old Nosy, landed here and attacked me. Now, what I'm tempted to do, actually, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the battles, because the battles that occurred... Whoops, no, go back. Play battle, view replay. These are massive battles, absolutely huge battles. So, let's see. Now, what happened is he attacked me to start with, and I managed to actually wound him quite badly. Now, let's just change the save date so we get them all together. Let's see, so it's that 13th, yeah. So this was essentially my second battle against Sir Arthur Wellesley. Now, bear in mind he had attacked me at once at Hanover, and I had some time to rebuild my forces. So it's quite a basic area here. Now, this army, Jean-Baptiste Bernadotte, I guess that's his name, good general, proved to be a pretty effective general over the course of time. Now, let's wait for it to load in. As you can see, this is my army. You can see quite substantial numbers. These are 120 man French hussars, and you can see Regiment of Foot, Fusiliers of Line, A little bit of lights in there as well. And so this was my second battle against Old Nosy himself. So you can see here, it's a bit of a tricky situation. Lots
Damn
of
this
wood.
weather, sir. Wet powder makes misfires a certainty.
Yeah. So you can see all of this stuff bound to get in the way. Now, let's have a look at the makeup of the army. Now, the thing is, obviously, I don't have a huge artillery detachment in this particular army. But I do have things like the French mariniers, maybe? I think that's the term. So 500 or so, or 360 of those guys. Plenty of standard line troops, fusiliers of line, and all that kind of funky stuff. So you can see here, what I've done is I've immediately moved these guys over to get onto the top of the hill. Now the trouble is these trees are getting in the way, so if I remember rightly, I actually brought them forward. So you can see them essentially, me setting up all of my armies here. So you look at all these fellows, look at them, 360 per regiment. Wonderful, wonderful looking brave fellows ready to fight the battle on my behalf. Look at them. Handsome devils, one and all. So anyway, what we're going to do is you're just going to speed it up because I want to be able to show you the actual battle. Now, the numbers, granted, the first battle was pretty mad. You can see here me setting up what is essentially a front line of lights followed by a rear line of standard line infantry. So you can see here is his army, significant amounts of artillery. There's the Duke, Old Nosy himself. You got standard regiment of foot in there as well. Look at those, don't they look wonderful? And fearsome redcoats, of course. And over on another side here, you've got more line infantry as well. Regiment of foot, Brunswick line, and Swiss line. So I kind of numerically had the advantage, but this guy is a lot like Mal in many, many ways. You never know what he's going to do. And if you want to expect anyone to be sly and devious and cunning, then that's Mal. And so that's kind of what I expect from this guy, except that obviously he's programmed by the AI, so he's probably not as good, but never mind. So that's as nice a things as I'm ever going to say about Mal, so I hope he enjoys that. Not going to say anything nice about him for the rest of the evening. So you can see here, let's just make it forward a little bit, and you can see now what I'm doing here is I'm actually moving all the various sections of the armies forward at quite a pace to try and cover. You can see here these guys moving forward with their lines and another line moving over as well. So you can see now this is the arrangement that I'm going for. So the light infantry under the cover of the trees here. You have these guys over here as well covering the right side, or left side I should say, my apologies. The only drawback is you've got these guys over here on the right, but you do have a kind of empty area in the middle by the artillery. That's the only drawback. You can see now, there we go, moving up the artillery to the cannon point here, but also I have hefty reserves. So that's the situation at the moment. So it actually gets a lot more enjoyable. Now, I think if I remember rightly, I'm not sure, but I might even bring the cannons in even closer. Now, the thing is, obviously, Wellington obviously deciding to stay put, deciding that there would not really be anything in his advantage. Where is Old Nosy? Is he in here somewhere? Where's the old beaked individual? Where is he? Oh, that's because it's the King's Horse, you fool. Okay. Let's see if we can find Old Nosy. There he is. There is the nozzled one. He's in here somewhere. The duck himself. Where is the ducky? Is that him? No, he looks... That could be him. It could be Ducky. I'm not sure I like why the camera's bouncing around all over the place, but anyway. So you can see all this line infantry essentially staying put. Stop hunting noses. Yes, I'm hunting noses. So you can see here are their cannon arrangements. Look at those cannons, don't they look wonderful, so polished. So their cannon placement is not ideal, as you can see, because they are currently being blocked off by the likes of these areas. So you can see my army now. You've also got my horses, my fine clippity-clops moving up the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Just make that map just that little bit bigger so you can see them moving up the left and right. Now you've got this nice line here. So, you know, 360 men in each. So, you know, that's, you know, we're going on for 1,000 men there. Pretty good. Just coming down the left-hand side of the battlefield. Here is my light staying put. Now, I think there's a good chance I end up moving up the lights. You can see, essentially, what I'm trying to do is almost like an enclosing motion. And you can see here, setting up troops on that side to cover in case they decide to flee in this direction. Faster troops, or so just other troops just this side of the hill. As you can see, they're covered there, and they've got a little bit of cover in that respect. Now there's a good chance that I'll end up moving these guys up a little bit to start putting some aggressive fire down, and we've now got this area here being covered on the side flank in case any of his troops decide to go AWOL. Yes, the clippity-clops. That's my technical term for my cavalry. The French clippity-clops. Okay, so you can see he's looking to wheel his army round and possibly face us off against this collection of troops here. You've got the other collection of troops over the far side. Let's speed up a little bit. So you've got these guys over here making their way over. They're going to be in that line there, so you can see them there. Still got my horses, my clippity-clops over in the corner there. And you can now see some regiment of foot making their general direction around that church, possibly taking cover in it. We'll have to see. Now, down here is my arty, still not unlimbered, still waiting for a moment, an opportunity to pounce. You can see now, there we go, there's the light infantry moving up a little bit closer, taking fire from the artillery, and they're going to be moving up into closer range so they can fire from the protection of the woods. So the light infantry will fire, kneel down, and then the lines behind them will then also fire. At the same time as these guys are moving in, so a little bit of fire coming into these fellows as well, as you can see. And they do have fire by rank, as you can see. Look at that, doesn't that look wonderful? Oh, fantastic. So these guys are currently engaged at the moment, but the trouble is they're flanked on that side, and they're in danger of being flanked on that side as well, so it's not a good position for them to be in. Oh, crikey, that's a lot of camera wobble. But that would be because of the artillery come bouncing in. So I'm now moving up my line troops even closer. Let's see. Here we go, moving up to there, so they're kind of engaged at close range. Moving up another section of regiment there as well to engage these lines, try and make them break. Because they're flanked in two directions, you can see, look at the morale going down like a stone. These guys are going to break pretty significantly any second. Even though they do look wonderful, don't they, this game? That's what I love about this game. It looks fantastic. Look at it. So you can see, numbers are being pared down quite significantly. Oh dear. Look, look. Oh, there we go. They've broken. So these guys have now broken. We've also got a section of English moving out. Let's see if we can move around. There we go, another section of the English moving out as well. So these fine fellows here, trying to engage the light infantry in the far hedgerow here. And as you can see, look at all these guys, wonderful looking fellows. See, these are all my light infantry, fine fellows. Don't they look great? You can see them taking a shot, standing up, reloading, doing all their thing that they're supposed to do, and trying to take out the enemy. So, you can see here, I'm engaging these guys at long range, the old regiment of foot, but they're German legion, so they're reasonably good as well. But the problem is cannonballs are bouncing around these poor sods. As you can see, you can hear the cannonballs come crashing down. These guys are making their way out. You can see the English clippity-clops are making their way out. The general's hiding behind the sodding building. God only knows what he's doing. So you can see now the smoke and the fire being rained in. There we go. These guys have now moved up just a little bit further, maybe. I think only by about 10 feet, maybe 20 feet or so, just to get them a little bit further in range. They've now broken because they're coming under fire from the likes of cavalry. And you've now got these guys moving in at some point. As you can see, they're staying there just to hold that section. You've got these guys over here as well. These guys are making themselves ready against this lot. So you can see them. And I decided, screw it, you know what? Send these fellows in for a battle. A little bit of bayonets. Bayonet goodliness. Let's follow the charge. There we go. Straight into the redcoats. So you can see now, there we go, the Brits have... Oh, rifle butt. Oh dear. So there we go. Then now looks like they're breaking on the far right hand side. And what I decided to do was send my clippity-clops after theirs. And so I essentially tried to ambush the Duke of Wellington. But their cavalry did kind of come to the rescue. So I'm trying to get these guys out of the way so that I can then charge them back, do as much damage as I can charging into them. So you can see here, these guys here, the Swiss foot, seemingly out of it. Not sure what they think they're doing, but they're about to all die as my two regiments of Fusiliers are making their way towards. So you can see they're closing up pretty significantly. You've got more lines moving in on the right hand side, like near on 1,000 men moving in from the right hand side of the town, moving in closer towards the likes of their artillery and obviously their regiment, the Brunswicks there, and the German legions. So you can see now, there we go, so there's the light infantry also then moving up. I've decided to pull them back just that little bit further, and what we're looking at is what is essentially a standard crossfire. So these poor guys in here are being fired at from all directions. And you can see these guys now moving in to catch any stragglers.
Victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Indeed. So this is essentially the second battle that I had with Old Nosy. At the first battle, he actually got severely wounded, but he unfortunately came back, which I thought was a bit... Yeah, Mal, the charge of the Clippity-Clop Brigade, yes. Clippity-Clop Fest. So you can see here are the cannons here, look at this. So this is 6-pound foot artillery. And looking very nice though, it is, I have to say. There we go. So, let's see what's going on. As these guys taking a bit of fight, you've also got cavalry sniffing around. So there's, yeah, there we go. Mass square formation. Probably not the best situation. It does look like a crossword puzzle or something like that. But I just didn't have time to select everything. So it's just a case of make them all into a bloody square and do it quickly. It doesn't look pretty. You can see the morale of these guys failing pretty badly, and random horses in there, so I took them out of square as quickly as possible once I had dealt with that particular problem. You can see now these guys starting to flee. I've got these regiments moving in on one side, more regiments there, yet more regiments moving in, and their cannons continuing to fire. Now you can see round the back here, these are the reserves. I have not moved these the entire battle, so I still have about 980 troops remaining in reserve, along with the general, so to
We
speak.
have killed their general, sir. Now,
So, technically speaking, I haven't killed him, but he's been wounded. So, poor old Nosy has been seriously wounded. And yet again, for the second time in 2 battles with myself, which obviously I was rather pleased about. So, yeah, there's a bit of shooting of their own men going on here. So these guys in there at the moment. Lots of smoke everywhere. Don't know why these guys have gone square. Maybe to defend against the fact that they are now being attacked from nearly all directions. See, direction. And you've now got these guys, French cavalry, trying to take out the stragglers. Go round the guys. Go round. Oh, for God's sake. Idiot cavalrymen. Oh. Unfortunately, they're persistent, but they're not very bright, my cavalrymen, I'm afraid. So there we go. So as you can see, he didn't do well because I deployed nearly 6,000 troops, and he deployed 1,700. So yeah, I kind of killed pretty large amount of them. Now, what happened then after that is that down the bottom of the map, I think it was the first battle I had with the Austrians, and also I had a massive battle with the Prussians. So this is the battle with the Austrians. Now, if I remember rightly, it was a pretty well matched army. Excuse me while I munch on a Satsuma. Love these Satsumas. You know, got to sit in and tell war stories while you're munching the Satsuma. It's got to be done. So, this was the battle. The first... Now, obviously, what had happened is I'd had a war declared on me by Austria. Now, look at this army. Holy shit, I think was my first realization when I thought, that is a big-arsed army. And I suddenly had this feeling that I'd perhaps bitten off more than I could chew. The war for Satsuma, yes. Oh, nom nom nom. Okay, so this is my army that I fought this one with. Now, this is a different army, completely different place, so I pretty much built this army specifically for this battle because I knew that I was going to have to attack Austria, and they had taken a Italian province that was quite nearby me, and they were the obvious threat. Because they were still at war with me, I decided to attack them first. So, what I'm going to do, as you can see, good hill here, good place to maybe try and get the artillery up, or, you know, there's good places over here, possibly, something that offers you a little bit of a vantage point. Over there's okay, but it's kind of a bit too far away from the enemy. So let's speed it up until everything happens. Let's see me organising all my troops. You can see, those will be the reserves. So there's all my artillery there. Ah, here we go, we're under fire. Oh! That, boys and girls, is a lot of smoke. So these guys in here, now these are all 6-pound foot artillery. They don't have the range of the 8-pounders, but they seem to be pretty consistent. Now, you can see, essentially, this is a great big, huge, massive long line of line troops. So you can see 360 for each regiment. I've of course got the chasseurs out on the far right and on the far left over here, the clippity-clops to do their thing. Lines consisting of about 3 regiments at a time. So you can see now these guys coming under fire almost immediately. Look at this. Look at how many of these guys are. Absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. Now the thing is, after I'd done this, Prussia, who is one of their people allies, decided to attack me, I think, at Hanover, and I had to bring my forces out from Hanover to deal with them. So that's the next battle you'll see, and then we'll actually return to the campaign, and we'll do some more campaigning live, so to speak. So here are the additional troops. So you've got militia, 47th Garrison, you can see German Grenadiers, German Fusiliers. You've got all of these kind of horse barricades behind them, which they've now left behind them, which seems a little bit strange. Now, this is another example of truly awesome AI running around in front of his troops and also running through town. So there we go. So as you can see, the commander's having a bit of a derp moment. Not sure what's going on there. Anyway, the thing is, if their general can't even get between two buildings, what's the chance of him winning a battle? It's not high. Right, now, you'll notice here, I'm starting to get pushed pretty heavily on the left flank. My 3 regiments here on the left are outnumbered. So you'll see, there you go, see I'm starting to move these lines up, as you can see, creating a great big huge long line along the length of the front. Now, the trouble is, these guys are going to be outnumbered. So, fortunately, I have the cannons nearby to try and trim those numbers, but they're focusing on the enemy cannons for the time being. You can see some there already running. So the 6-pound artillery there is now running, and I've also got cannon fire moving on these guys. You can see here, look, the effective cannon fire has pretty much wiped out their cannon area. And these guys cheesing it in the opposite direction. See, look, all of this damage being done by my wonderful cannon section. So you can now see the Austrians pushing pretty hard here as well on this flank. So you can see essentially my left flank, their right flank, and I've now moved in those two, see those two sections there that was lining up there? They've now moved in here on the left side in an enclosing formation to try and enclose them. Now the thing is, I noticed those guys started to come under fire, so I pulled them back a little bit, but what I am trying to do is put the lines in the way that they're unbroken as possible, or as much as possible. So you can see I'm moving them up, a little bit of a gap there so they can fire off against these guys, and these guys can also then fire against that lot. So essentially what's trying to do is I'm also then trying to take out as many of those as I can. So no, I think it's set to maximum. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was just it might have been a default setting or something along those lines. So now the trouble is, you can see these guys getting closer and closer and closer. There we go. The volleys begin from my French troops. Look at these fine fellows. These guys obviously firing over to the right a little bit. Massive amounts of fire coming in. Huge amounts of fire. Look, one of those sections already breaking thanks to the intense firepower being put down by my French regiments. There we go, another regiment of the Austrians breaking. This is where it's all going to happen, right here in the centre. This is where all the excitement is going to go down. This is where you're probably going to see a serious amount of melee combat. Let's see what it looks like from the soldiers' point of view. Look at that, cannonballs come striking into these guys. I wish I could take the damn camera shake off, that really annoying. So you can see now yet more of the Austrian grenadiers, the Swiss grenadiers I should say, moving over. There we go, the Hungarians now moving in for a charge. They've gone in for a melee charge. In with a bit of welly with the melee. And you've obviously got the Swiss joining them in a second. So these guys will... Oh, look, I haven't obviously changed them to skirmish yet. Move these guys back, see if they can get a spare shot at them. As you can see, look at this massive clump of Austrians. Oh my goodness, this is insane. So bear in mind, this is equal numbers. It's about 5,000 versus about 5,000. So these guys are being broken off as well. You've got the German Fusiliers trying to make a push in towards these guys, but because I've got a reasonably good layout here, you can see over there, all the way down here, it's breaking slightly in the middle. and then you've got more of these troops over here, and I'm moving these guys out to try and cover those guys as well. All the while, you've got these guys sneaking around the back. Excuse me while I sniff. Now, these guys are sneaking around the back because then what I can do is either hit that infantry from the rear and make them break very quickly, or I can go straight in for this lot. Now, obviously, this is where most of his chevaliers, or whatever they're called, along with a few members of the cannon brigade, are waiting. So you can see here, we make a quick turn around. The melee is continuing pretty intensely. Look at this. There we go. So the Austrians have now broken in that centre part. However, you can see yet more Austrians filling up the background. Look at this. Look how many there are behind here. So many Austrians. So many. So you can see essentially now, look at this. Look at this. That is just, oh dear. See, look at this, look. Just brutal. Absolutely brutal. Look at this. God, terrible. So these guys now going to be outnumbered and outflanked. So move those guys over. There we go. They know they're being outflanked. They're cheesing it already. So now what I'm most likely going to do is move those guys back. We still have the central section here, the main column in the middle, to deal with, along with a mass of Austrians having some kind of party. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but if it's like synchronized, you know, crossing between each other and everything, it's quite impressive, I have to say. So we've got this line over here. Now obviously they're being watched by these guys, but these guys will continue to watch them and deal with them if they come within range again. So we've got another clump of Austrian lines here. Now the problem I had is that this battle actually went on for so long, I was in danger of losing a lot of men because they all ran out of ammo. So, you know, essentially I had to be careful, do a certain amount of conserving ammo, swap sections out and regiments out because they effectively had no way to defend themselves. This is against the computer. Now, this is part of the campaign. This was my first attack on Austria as part of the European campaign, playing as the French. It's part of the single-player campaign where you get to play with Napoleon, essentially. So you guys have seen my stream from the Africa campaign, and now it was a case of move on to Europe. And these were such epic battles, like madly epic battles, that I recorded them and I wanted to show them to you guys. I was going to record them as a demo, doing essentially the same as I'm doing now, but I thought, what the hell, let's give you some context under which the campaign is then going to be played. You guys will then understand what battles have occurred recently on the campaign, and we'll see that how that's affected my current situation in the campaign at the moment. So you can see more cannon fire coming down. You've now got, over on this side here, 2 more regiments moving in from the far side, and you've still got these guys up here waiting in the background for their opportunity to strike. So you can see here the Austrians pretty much blocked in, not having a good day. So let's see, as we are moving in, you can see the Austrians now essentially penned in. You can see what I'm going to try and do, deal with these guys over here on the left, and then I can sweep these guys round here, round on the left flank, and start attacking the forces in from the left-hand flank, and start trying to make them break at the same time as my phone goes off. As Mal retweeted. Thank you, Mal. Appreciate that. So you can see here, this is the main clump of their cavalry and their artillery, by which they're firing through their own men. Now, obviously, that's the kind of intelligence that Mal would say, that's just what Chad would do, which is technically true. The first time I think we played Napoleon Total War, my rockets ended up killing Stace quite significantly, or most of his troops anyway. So you can see now these guys moving up. You can see them slowly moving up on our left flank, up towards these guys. I'm holding these guys at the back as well. These guys waiting for an opportunity. as once we have it, we've got to be careful because of all these spike traps. So you can see additional lines of the Austrians. They are now waiting. They are waiting for me to come to them. You can see balance a little bit in my favour, but by all means not over yet. So you can see all these guys waiting by the cannons, and it's gone very quiet, except for me firing at them with my cannons. So now what it means is that I have got to move all my troops into good positions, move these guys up so that they can engage, make sure this area is clear, and there we go, a lovely shot from a cannonball kills the enemy general. So that's what's known as a doing a Malekith, I think we'll call that. The general catching a random cannonball. So that's what's known as doing a Malekith. So you can see now over on the left flank here, these guys now moving up a little bit closer. And you see more fire coming in. God, look at these poor sods standing there. I don't know why they're standing there. See, look. Oh, look at that. Just took out one of their cannons. So these guys also then, why are they holding their ears? There's no cannon to fire. So you can see pretty much all of these cannons here under serious pressure. They've still got a reasonable amount of them, so it's not looking too bad. However, the battle is currently operating in my favour. So you can now see on the right flank the Austrians moving up in numbers. Now you can see there, that is the large line that I will be moving up shortly. So they will all be moving up very shortly, some in the woods, as meanwhile these guys start taking, I don't know why I moved those guys, which is a bit stupid, but I think I made a mistake on that one. So it looks like a little bit of a charge to the woods by the Australian? By the Austrians there. There we go. I realised my mistake, moved them back. I've then got a couple of... See, I basically took out about 3 or 4 of those lines there, moving them around. See, look, moving them like that, and then using these guys to fire back. So to try and hold this flank on the left side. You've also got this massive bunch of Austrians coming through the woods, which is why you can see I've changed to that formation to try and engage them. Now, the problem is that we're looking at a situation where there is a shit ton of Austrians coming in my direction. Now, you can see there sustained fire from the French forces pushing those Austrians back. They're breaking almost immediately. They're not in a good way. There we go. Those guys now being pushed back. Over here, it's a little bit more problematic. As you can see, huge amounts of smoke in the battlefield. So let's see what we can find out what's going on. So you can see here, German Fusiliers of the Austrian army who decide to cheese it in the opposite direction. Or maybe not. But let's have a look over on one side. There we go. These guys, who is the militia, the Landwehr, who have decided to peg it. I'm not surprised wearing hats like that. And now my forces continue to move up and press the advantage. So let's see what's going on here. As you can now see, there's going to be a little bit of a tussle inside. Now, I don't know what's going on there. Some kind of French conga line. It's very bizarre. It's like derpy moments going on there. So you see these guys breaking already. There's a nice big huge collection of the Fusiliers come charging through there and hopefully trying to put some pressure in on this area. So you can see there we go, that's militia. They won't stand much chance against the Fusiliers of the line, and these guys will probably end up digging their way in there. You'll notice I haven't used any of my cavalry yet. Yeah, the ostriches, they've evaded those buggers. So you can see cannon fire still coming into my guys at the moment. You can see them now positioning to fusillade of fire onto these guys, and it's pretty much going to be all over pretty soon. However, you can see here the Austrian cavalry did a number on my troops over on the far left-hand flank, and I got them into square quick enough that I was able to cut down quite a few of them, as you can see. Now, these guys went after them, but I had to be careful because the AI is not smart enough to see that as a danger. So what it will do is it'll say, oh, right, okay, go that direction, through the spikes, sure thing. They go through the spikes and they'll die. So, yeah, not exactly that smart. So, you can see here, now I'm moving up all of the troops as a general line, try and push all of the Austrians back. Got another, there we go, in come the cavalry going after the stragglers as they are making their way over. You can see these lines from the far hill now making their way up to support. So you can see the cavalry here, the chasseurs in there, switch to melee mode any second now. Hello fellas, charge! And they're going after these poor sods. So yeah, these guys are about to have a bad day, but they might make it out in time. Let's see. Yeah, I think they made it out in time, so they're alright. Let's see. Here we go. These guys may not, though. But that's what you want to see. Oh, look at that. Felled a few of them. And going in for the charge with the sabres after the torpedo hats here. And they decided to go in the opposite direction. So, that would be why. Because it's cavalry on cavalry action, as you can see. So, anyway, you've got these guys in the middle of town. God only knows what they're doing, except being idiots. So I've got a regiment there tied up with that lot. So you can see there's a bit of argy-bargy going on. Lots of argy-bargy going on. So essentially these guys are doing alright. You know, they're not doing too bad, but they won't be around for much longer. Here is what remains of the artillery. Now you've obviously got these guys here having a little bit of a organisational movement around. I'm obviously focused elsewhere.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Well, fortunately there's a chasseurs, so they can use swords as they fall upon these poor sods running away from the battlefield. There we go. Bit of veterancy gain there by the chasseurs as they cut down these poor retreating Austrians. So, what are the forces that still remain unbroken? You can see in the centre here, the artillery, the 6-pound artillery guys are retreating. The horse-drawn front of the cannons are moving. And as you can see, look at this, see? So that's a classic sort of nice arrangement there. So that's looking good as we've got these guys moving up as well. And we got this mass punch-up going on in the middle of town. It's like being in Glasgow. So you just walk through the town, you know, you're just thinking to yourself, yes, this is a lovely town, must come here on my holidays. And you then end up walking through loads of corpses of horses and bodies. And then you wander around the corner to essentially find a mass punch-up between 500 people. So yeah, it's not really the kind of... It's not really what you call a holiday town, is it? I'm kidding. So, you can see here, these guys aren't doing too well. I mean, look at that. Ah, there we go. They've just broken. So, that's essentially it. As you can see, these guys are breaking as well, as these guys have gone into square formation. And there we go. That was my first encounter with the Austrian army. So, as you can see, they actually outnumbered me. I lost 1,400 men, which was pretty bad, really, when you think about it. And 2,910 killed. So, I'm quite pleased about that. Now, where are we? Let's show you what happened when those dastardly Prussians attack me. Because they're dastardly Prussians and they're evil. Right, better read this. The Austrian masses were now defeated. General Chadtopia was victorious once more. Britain and Austria knelt before him. But now a new problem was before him. The mighty Prussian forces stood in wait after their attack on Hanover. General Chadtopia was going to have to be ready for a well-disciplined and trained enemy. And Satsumas. Okay, so now, as you can see, this is the Prussian army. Now, it's an interesting battle because it's across the river. Now, for those of you who saw Mao's latest episode of Napoleon Total War, will remember his tactic of defending a river. And yeah, the Satsumas are in league with the Prussians, which is why I'm eating them. Whoa, nom. Anyway, you can see here, this is the original army based in Hanover, so I've only got one cannon available to me, but it's in a reasonably good position there. Nice up high on the hills, even though its view is slightly blocked off. So you can see everybody here, and I do have some reinforcements in the form of the general staff. So, well, that's their reinforcements technically. So they've got another army moving in as well. So you can see over here, there are my cannoneers moving up, getting to a better position. Now, points for crossing the river. This is the main one. So you can see here, this is the main bridge for crossing the river on my left flank. Now, down the middle, we've got potential areas that could be breached across. See here, could possibly get across. I don't know. Difficult to say, but need to get troops in those areas. Now, over here, this very shallow water area. You can see that's a good fording area for enemy troops. So, I will be recording the North and South battle. Yes. So, now, what you see here is my arrangement that I am in the process of working on. So essentially you have light infantry directly facing the bridge with line infantry behind them, and then you have additional lines moving in to support. Now this is the arrangement I was making for this area. So you can see line infantry there, line infantry there, line infantry there, with reinforcements behind and reinforcements behind. And you've also then got these guys who will then do similar. So the idea is to essentially cover all of the crossings. That's essentially what we're looking at. That's alright, I'll let you off for ending my musician spree. Musicians get no love, that's the trouble these days. So, there we go. So there's the light troops there. Now the thing is, these guys are set, so if people get too close, they'll run. And then you have to deal with the line troops here. So, there you can see, standard organisation there. So if they come across there, they're in crossfire from all directions and will be cut down completely. These guys obviously not moving at the moment. My main focus is the defence of this area over here. You can see some troops are around the area. So what we're going to do is we're just going to speed it up a little bit. So you can see now all the troops moving around. See, more troops moving over. Oh, that's a little bit of lag. There we go. Should be better now, maybe. We'll see. No, we'll leave it like that. So These guys now moving over to support, so you've got these two line infantries. So, the thing is, there was no... Ah, here we go. Welcome to the country, fellows. Yeah, that's going well. See you, mate. Oh, we ran into a tree as well. So these guys aren't looking that well. Hello, Lancers. So now the light guys, if they get too close, might move away. But they do kind of get jumped a little bit, which I was rather pissed off about. But as you can see, the Lancers had a little bit of a rough time. Because of the line infantry behind them. So the Lancers pretty much ended up choosing it in the opposite direction pretty quickly, leaving behind a mass section of horses. So the light infantry then moved forward a little bit, and this is me setting up my formation. Did you see there? Formation from the trees, and there we go. Look at that formation. So if they come across there, they're basically being fired all the way across there, and then when they're into there as well. So that's looking good, and you can see these guys will eventually end up moving. Don't know why I didn't move those straight away, but anyway, I got lucky. I am making up shapes again, yes. So, but essentially what happened is this is where most of this stuff happened. Because they came charging in. I put them into square formation to deal with them. And they were promptly dealt with. As you can see. Lots of dead horses again. So you can see these guys kept coming through. And they just kept charging into my line infantry. Like that. But you've also then got square infantry behind them, and it just became an absolute murder fest. Yeah, that's a good idea. I could have put down spikes, but I'm not sure if these light infantry had the ability to put spikes down yet. So in hindsight, yeah, I could have put down spikes. But you know, it doesn't matter. It turned out to be quite an interesting battle, nevertheless. These guys tried to make it through. But they didn't actually break any of the numbers. Feel sorry for that poor sod, surrounded by loads of French troops. Get him, get him. So you can see them now forming back into lines. Oh, he went flying. And you can now see the remainder of the Lancers making their way back. Oh dear. Oh dear, that was a bit unfortunate. Making their way back. So that's essentially what happened with that. So I have to say I wasn't impressed by the Prussians in this first encounter, or maybe it's just how smart the Prussians were. So bear in mind that what is the date today? Let's have a look. The date today is 19th. So this battle that you're seeing was played about 5 days ago. So lots of dead clippity-clops. A grave of clippity-clops in this particular area. As you can see, we are wading knee-deep in dead clippity-clops. Not good. Well, not good for them, but my boys are holding the line wonderfully. Look at these fine, brave fellows. Look at them. Don't they look great? Ooh, miserable bunch, doesn't they? Anyway, can't say I'm surprised. So, up come the light infantry. And back go the light infantry. But you can see these guys don't even make it out of the bridge before they turn tail and run. Now you can see here, you've got these guys who seem to be having fights with their own horses, which is not that impressive. AI for the win. But you've now got these troops in a nice column formation, obviously queuing up to go across the bridge. So you can see now over on this side, I've actually created a line of troops to deal with any incursions across that flat area. There's the lovely horseshoe shaped thing, along with additional forces behind them. The general's sitting over there. He's fine, having a picnic, doing whatever. Now the part of the problem I had here is because these guys were here for so long, there's a bit of fire coming into those troops over there from here, is some of these guys started to run out of ammunition, so I had to essentially cycle them out of their position and put new troops in there so that they could then fire, because they had run out of ammo. So that was essentially the gig there. So these light infantry did a great job. You notice these guys firing. Oh, more horses. And the light infantry get surprised, unfortunately. But then, so do these guys. As these guys all duck. Well, some of them duck. Not all of them duck, unfortunately. But they're all staying low. Some of them are staying low. And you can see yet more horses coming across the bridge. So let's see. And the horses continue back across the bridge. And on the other side we have more horses. So a very horse heavy army, this one. Although, to be honest, getting lighter by the hour. But that's not really my fault. My favourite campaign battle of Napoleon Total War. I don't think I have one actually at the moment. I like them all. I just love the whole battle aspect of it. And all the tactics and strategy. Now, what's going on over here? The cannons are continuing to fire. These guys are now moving over to support that. So you can see them. They're all waiting. You've got cavalry waiting in case. And it's all quiet. So let's see what happens next. So what do you think happens, boys and girls? Do you think the army are going to charge over the bridge again? Do you think the cavalry are going to charge over? What do you think? Because the way I see it at the moment is looking like the army is moving, maybe imperceptible. No, there we go. So you can see the army moving over. And they're coming over the bloody bridge again, those idiots. They really aren't smart cavalry, these boys, are they? Look at them. Bye, fellas. Goodbye, fellas. Oh, dear. Oh, that looks painful. So, the Prussian cavalry came to say hello again. The Battle of Bloody Bridge. Yes, that bloody bridge. So yeah, that's pretty much the case. Now, for those of you who are not aware, this formation actually is quite common from history, because in the medieval times, what happened is you used to have your troops in the middle, your armoured knights and all the rest of it, in the middle, and then you would have, now you see I sent some of my horses across there to scout out the area. You then have archers on either side, so they charge in that way and your archers attack them from either side. So that's actually quite a common arrangement. You see these guys have seen no action whatsoever. There's nothing going on. It's all going on over here. So you see those pesky horsemen come in again. The Jaeger zu Third. Silly little Prussians who seem to think they can break my bridge. Now, obviously, what I thought to myself is then, what could possibly make this area even more deadly? What could I place? You know what would be a good thing to put? up on this hill, looking down the road and across the bridge. What would be better than a cannon? Yes, I will be all over Rome 2 when it arrives. However, they have some reinforcements. Now this looks to be Swiss Grenadiers. Hello, fellas. Oh. There we go. Come on, lads, run. So, let's see, as I think one of the first armies, what's this? No. Musketeers, are they going to make a move? I don't think they are, actually. Because the thing is, they're coming under fire from these guys. Now, these guys in here, as you can see, numbers. They've only lost about 50 of their number. Oh god, the lights have really lost a lot. These guys are doing good. And these guys are doing okay. So the lights, unfortunately, the technical problem with standing in front of loads of guys with guns wasn't necessarily the best situation they could have been in. However, it's going to be a lot better than the situation these fellas are going to be in. Yes, I did. Oh dear. I did get Company Heroes to the beta stress test. Depending on the terms of the beta, depends on whether or not I upload any footage, because I do not want to get banned from the beta or banned from their network, which means I couldn't play Company Heroes 2. So, oh dear, more troops moving forward. So this is the derpy AI occurring here. Oh, hello, bridge, there we go. So here's the derpy AI. And I'm just sitting there waiting. See, there we go, derpy AI now running back. Oh, look, it's like a... Look at this. It's like watching fish in the water, you know, just swimming back and forth as a shoal. So let's see. Let's forward wind it a bit. And then the horses ride through their own men, charging into battle, to find nothing but loads of gunfire. And now they're going to charge out of battle. Well done, fellas. You did good. You did great. Oh, it's the general staff as well. So that just goes to prove that the Prussians are idiots. Their general decides to charge an area where there's nothing but bodies. Now you can see here, they've all moved into square formation. And how the hell we haven't hit that fellow? Oh, there we go, thank you. A few more coming in. Complete with... Is that the general there, maybe? Could be him there. So, the most indecisive general.
They're generals, sir. Now they must break.
Yes, they will. Bloody idiot. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the dumbest general in the game. Except perhaps me, maybe. Anyway. You've still got these guys over here. These guys, the lights, I decided to move out because of the amount of casualties that they were taking. And you can now see over here, yet more horses coming in. It's the general staff stuff. Again. And being cut down by their ton. And they're back out again. It's like a yo-yo. Oh, nice crash. So there we go. Nothing but bodies. So as you can imagine, based on the amount of horseflesh that's here, Tesco's had a field day, because every little helps. So now these guys moving back into their standard flat formation, and I've got these guys moving over to replace these guys as they've run out of ammo, and these guys standing behind those ready to replace them because they've run out of ammo, or they're about to run out of ammo. Now you can see, yeah, here we go. combatant winning slightly. I don't know how they figure that out. Let's see how this goes for them, shall we? Hello, lads. Can you imagine actually having to gallop over the top of tons of bodies? As if that wasn't some kind of harbinger that something bad might happen to them if they go over this bridge. But apparently not. Well done, lads. Good job. Excellent play. Oh, they might actually make it. Oh, might have made it into a square a little low. A little slowly, I should say. But let's have a look over here. These guys unfortunately didn't get into a square quick enough. So there's a few horses in there, a few guys being knocked over. Let's see. So these guys being barged into a little bit. But they're managing to deal with those horses, because there's not actually that many of them. And most of what there are actually going in that direction. Now you can see over on the other side, we have some sneaky ninja horses. My ninja horses. Hello, ninjas. So these guys essentially are just waiting for an opportunity. God, it looks like he's... Oh, God, look at that. He is a miserable son, isn't he? And there's his twin brother. And his other brother. Anyway, bit of nepotism going on in that regiment, I think. So you can now see the enemy forces arrayed on the far side. Look at all these lot. Look, running around like headless pillocks. There we go, see. Now the thing is, because I've got all these guys here, or at least I had all these guys here, it's kind of keeping their attention here. But, let's see. Numbers have remained kind of relatively equal. It's because most of them are being shot in this area here. So you can see the bridge owed death. Bloody bridge itself. So, let's see if we can forward wind this a bit. Wait for some armies and troops to make their way over. So it's a little bit jerky. There we go. Is this the bit where the troops start coming? I think it is. So you can see all my troops reorganizing, moving. All these fellows. I've taken some numbers out of this little section here so you can see it's smaller. Got guys over there as well now. And this regiment here is running over to the far side to support these guys as they were running out of ammunition. So let's see how these fine fellows get on, shall we? I have to say I'm not impressed. These guys are very indecisive. Now the trouble is, you see, is these guys are being fired at by these guys over here. So there's a good chance of what I've got to do is tell them not to fire until such times as they are in the killing zone. So it might be a case of having to wait for that to happen. So let's just speed it up a little bit. See what these spanners are up to. Come on, you Prussian pillocks. Here we go. So you can see now, because the loads of troops are being massed in this area, I'm moving more of my troops over here as well to try and deal with any additional. So why they've gone into that formation, I have no idea. So let's forward it on a little bit. So these guys are trading fire at the moment. And I've got one section of horse over and stuff like that. So you see, unfortunately it lags a little bit when I'm doing that. Let's leave it at that speed. It's like twice the speed, isn't it? Yeah. So you see these guys still remaining on the bridge, just taking pot shots at these guys. over on the far side. Now, obviously, these guys are now all clumped in the centre. So what I'm going to be looking at is an opportunity to get these guys across the bridge, these guys across the bridge, and then close in from both directions. So you can see this is just the AI screwing around. It's not exactly what you call smart AI. If it was smart AI, they would have done, you know, something. I mean, what the hell are they doing? So, as you can see here, it was a battle that took a while because the AI was being derpy. And you can see now, one of the cavalry then starting to cross the ford, or the fjord, like in Sweden. They're crossing the fjord and moving over here to deal with troops over there as well. So, let's see, let's just change that down to there. And these guys still not coming across because, oh crikey, looking in the wrong direction. Ah, here we go. Nope, no we don't. The most indecisive troopers I've ever seen. Now, that, ladies and gentlemen, are the cannon, which is now there. So the cannon is now firing over the top of my troops down the length of the bridge, which is just too wonderful for words. So anyway, so essentially what my plan was to sandwich them for both directions. So if you want to move on and end this this battle, and then we can get on with the campaign and actually do some serious battling, let me know, because I don't know how much longer this demo is going to go on for. It could go on for a little while. So there we go, look, they're breaking already. See, more cannons coming down the bridge. Oh, there we go. The bridge filled with dead flesh and the cries of the dying. See, more fire coming in. Here we go. Oh, you gonna come across? Come on, fellas, you know you want. For God's sake. I swear they're idiots. So you can see my cavalry here dealing with some of the militia, and you can see behind us what appears to be dragoons. Yeah, we'll move on. Okay, so let's continue the campaign. I'm using no guides at all. I was going to say except my common sense, but that's a bad thing. Okay, so that attack you saw on the Austrians was there. And this was the army that did it. As you can see, there's Jean-André Messina, and I've got a couple of his additional line troops there as well. These guys are all rebuilding. Now, we've got loads of Austrians here, up here for Innsbruck and Munich in Bavaria, and Venice, and I might consider taking that area there. That might be a good place to go because it's a trading port and a commercial port. So now we've got a good army here. As you can see, it's a little bit low on numbers, haven't filled it out yet, but these guys are trying to sort of hold the middle point. If we look on here, middle point here from the likes of the Austrian army. Now, over here is the battle that occurred. So you can see that army there. Gebhard von Blücher. And you can see essentially I've got that army, which is Bernadotte, and also loads of other Fusiliers there. So that's a big old army right by these guys who are also now recovering, so I can swap troops out left and right as I need to. So it's possible once these guys are recovered, I'll send him after that guy. Now, one thing I did do, if I remember rightly, is I started upgrading all of the infrastructure for these areas. And one thing I did do is when I reclaimed Milan, I gave it back to its original country. Now, I know that means that I don't get any like tax for it, but they were one of my allies and they were overrun. And I felt, considering that I have just got their region capital back again, it's only fair that I give them back their capital, as that also means that I get them back, they're allied and they're very grateful to me. So the reason I'm keeping these guys here is because it's the winter months and I don't want any attrition on them. But once we've done attrition, we'll move in towards Vienna. I'll take that second army with us and go from there. So you can see now, there you go, I've got to storm Berlin. And here we go, Austria will be compelled to make peace. So what I might do actually, if Austria is compelled to make... Oh, hang on. Is that Vienna over there? Oh, Vienna's over there. Okay, so I thought it was Venice, not Vienna. But what I could do is I could get another army down here. I could use this army to attack through Stuttgart and into Munich. And I could have this other army here, take out a few things there, take out Venice, and then move up towards Vienna by capturing certain other places on the way. That means then that what I would do is effectively reduce the Austrians to a fewer number of areas and provinces. So, here we go. The Prussians were stunned by the stubbornness of the defence by the French. Again and again they sent more and more men across the bridge, only to be met with fire, lead and steel. The Prussians, having expected an easy victory, were repulsed by the stubborn Hanover garrison. Chadtopia was again victorious. Karl Wilhelm Ferdinand lay dead on the field, felled by a well-aimed bullet. Prussia, Austria, Britain were all defeated. None stood in the way of total conquest of the Russians and Malachitskadi domains. And I'm not reading it with a French accent, just not going to happen. Anyway, okay, so you've also got Prussia here. So, and you've also got Prussia here. Now, it could be that I could take Prussia completely, but if I remember thinking, yeah, they're over here as well. So what might be an idea is if I use my armies to take out those two areas, that will then form a link between the two French sections here, so the southern Netherlands area, and Hanover. So that might be a good way to do that. But, whoops, camera, steady on. You can see here, that needs to be repaired. Now, let's see over here. Now, what happened is that I did have an interesting thing where somebody came in and nicked Caen off me in Normandy, and I had to go in there and twat them. There was a significant amount of twatting going on there. Now, obviously, the main area for reinforcements or creating troops is in Paris, because I've got reasonably good infrastructure, I've got good construction options, and obviously my recruitment settings are good. Now, research, you can see here, I'm doing pretty good with terms of research at the moment. I've got to research some more stuff here. I'm doing mass mobilization, and you can see here I've got fire and advance, cannonade, conscription, logistics and things of that nature. So where is it? Grand battery, let's see, that would be nice. And then obviously where's fire and advance? Is that in here at all? So you've got all these various things. Industrial, you don't get the full list of technologies in this game because you're doing the campaign in a certain area. So there we go. So that's the main area, and you can see here as I look around these various areas, see, I'm building good things. So there's a classical university there, and there's over here, there's this equestrian estates, and I'm building stuff here. As you can see, steam engines I'll need as well. So what I'm trying to do is build up my economy so that my economy can deal with a large army, because that's pretty much what I'm going to need, really. And so what we'll do then is we'll move on to the next turn. No, yeah, I'm not a fan of naval battles in this game, to be honest. It's not fun. So I try and stay away from the navy, let the British have the water, and then I'll just pop over the channel and nick their country off them. So you can see the Prussians are reasonably strong in this area. So I'm thinking that I will need to do some more recruitment in that army. So I've got a second army, even if it's only just line troops. See, there we go. This will be interesting. Can I retreat? Yes, I can. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to retreat out of there, move that army into there, and have the other army in as support. So there we go. So they have raided that area. Let's see. Now, if you look at construction, there we go. A magistrate completed there. So that will enable me to start doing things like courts of justice, trade unions, training, things of that nature. I want to put a barracks in, because if I'm right in thinking, yeah, I can't really recruit a lot in there at the moment. Now, obviously, see, there's the enemy raid, and that's the building. So what we're going to do is we shall go over to Hanover. Now, the other thing that worries me is these guys here, but I've got to take care of this. So let's see. Let's take all of those. No, select them all. There we go. Except for them. Move them. Oh. Intercepted? What? These guys... and then try that again. Bugger. Put him in there for the time being. Move him there, and then we'll do that whole thing again. That was a bit of a balls up, wasn't it? Okay, so, because essentially he got intercepted, but I didn't have the other guys in position to act as reinforcements, which I would have wanted. That's why I decided to back off on that one, and then move that guy in there again, and then move up the other reinforcements. So we'll do that way. Now, down the bottom here, this is the main troop producing area for this particular place here. So you can see recruitment is looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is, let's see, that's an army there. Let's take him and go and twat him. That's a lot of cannons. Let's go kill him. Just got to have my pre-battle Satsuma. You hear me peeling my Satsuma? There we go. Good bit of vitamin C, get the brain going. I do have allies. Yes, I have the Italians. I'll show you in the diplomacy thing later. Correct, Schmeck, it is. Now, this is interesting because I am actually, technically speaking, at a disadvantage because of that hill. Those guys can remain there. These guys can remain there. And I wonder, could I get them there? Will that work? If I can get my artillery there, maybe, will they have sufficient? Yeah, I think I might actually. So what we'll do is we'll select the artillery, make it number 1, and have them there. So got to unmake them like that so that they stretch out properly. Okay, so there's the artillery there, and we shall have these two guys and them there like so. And what we shall also do is bring up 2 regiments there. Let's make that 4 in total. Move them, keep them in a nice long line like so. Make sure at least 3 deep. And then we'll move these guys back. Whoops, facing the right way would be advantageous. We'll have these guys here as reinforcements. And we'll have these guys here on the far left hand side to offer some support for the artillery. So let's get this party started, shall we? Put it like that, that'll be alright. Okay, so let's see. Move forward, fellows, to there. We'll have you covering that section. We'll also have these guys here covering that section like so. And I want them to run. I want them to get into position fast. Come on, lads. We'll send these guys... bridges. Interesting. Can I get my cavalry over that side first? Let's see. So if I can get them over the other side, clippity-clop, clippity-clop. Get them over there. Now, these guys also going to need to move. And we'll put them there. And these guys will stay in that little area there so that they'll at least be able to defend the artillery if they come under fire from anyone. Now, is that a crossing area? It is as well. Okay, so that's going to be interesting. So what we might do then is take these 3 and move them down, and then take these guys from the side put them there for the time being, and then these guys here, move them in, like so. Lock them in if we can. Come on, fellas, hop to it. You'll be tired, but I'm pretty sure you don't want these guys running you down. Regiment of foot. Checking the arty. Are they in position yet? No, they are not, but my lads are under fire. Get running, fellas. Okay, I don't think these guys are going to be in position quick enough. We'll see. No, they won't be. There we go. Fellas, hurry up. I do not want my lads to break. Come on, boys. Oh, baby, look at that Ripley fire. The trouble is, these guys are going to be just... How many ranks have they got? Is it only the first 3? Yeah, it's only the first 3. What the hell? Where the sodding hell are they going? Idiots. Get over there. Morons. Actually, no. You know what? Screw it. Hit that lot. So let's move these guys. So at least 3 deep, and then we can use the fire by rank thing properly. And then these guys can also be 3 deep like so. Right, so hopefully that means now we can deploy these mofos. There we go. Deploy! There we go. So let's get those guys out of there. Get them the hell out of Dodge. Okay. So what we might actually do is put them over there. But what we'll do is we'll go 1, hold down shift 2, and hold down shift 3. So here we go. We can now select them as 1, and they're just out of bloody range. Sodding typical. Talk about rude. So what we're going to do is we're going to unlimber them, and we're going to move them up to here. In the meantime, my boys can handle pretty much most of what's going to be thrown at them. As you can see, these lads are strong. But the trouble is, they're kind of under fire from the cannon at the moment, which is not a good situation to be in. I'm not happy with that. What I'm thinking, actually, is if I take that group and those guys, send them down there to assist the cavalry. Get them across that bridge, and then I can maybe move them in from one side and use them to outflank those guys. Because at the moment, all that's going to happen is these guys are going to be cannon fodder. I don't really want that. So the thing is, right, where's my cannons? Hello, boys. Right, so let's take them out of group and move them to there. Like so. And we'll grab these guys and we'll move them down to there to protect it. So you guys can run. See, this is the trouble. You see, these guys are now taking fire. So, I'll move them back out of the way. So, let's see how things go. Actually, what we'll do is we'll send those guys over there as well. And should have these guys here. No, not those guys. Like so. So, I mean, look, this is masses. Oh, no, no, not you lot. You lot can stay there. Stand still, you fools. These guys. There we go. Okay. I've got to send across my horses because these guys are just getting pounded. I've really, even if it means sacrificing the horses, I've got to stop these guys hitting them. Because it's just doing them no good. See, look at the amount of cannons they've got. Come on, you cannoneering bastards. Get a move on. Okay. Sent him over there. And these guys can cross the river. Don't wade across the river, lads. Use the bridge. Use the conveniences available. Right, let's see how these guys get on. Can they make it across? Come on, fellas. Oh, shite. No, they can't. Come on, boys. You can do it. So, there we go. Come on, fellas. Move. Cannons, are you in position? Yes, you are, you beautiful bastards. Get unlimbering and get shooting the shit out of these people, please. They're starting to get on my nerves. Because I am going to bombard the living piss out of you bastards. For shooting my boys. Ah, screw it, let's hit them now. See if we can make them break, at least do some damage to the bloody cavalry. Some damage to the flipping artillery. Come on. Yeah, you know what? You guys can actually stop firing now that I've got... Oh, God's sake. Okay. That actually worked better than I thought it would. So I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised. Let's get these guys in there. Come on, get in there. That's the only drawback. Get them back out. Come on, run away from the enemy. Commence Operation Cheese It. Hit them with cannon fire, big time. Right, let's move these guys over here. And these guys here can be joined by my fine fellows here. Hello. Okay, so what else have they got? So now you see my artillery is responding in kind. And my lovely collection of cavalry
A glorious victory, sir.
is on its way to say hello and twat you. Come on, boys. Kick their scrawny little butts. There's only artillery left. Come on, cavalry. Kill all those artillerymen. And come my other cavalry on the other side. These guys, I don't think they know what the hell's going on. Just get in there and chop them into fish bait, please. How many's left? 22. Get him. Get the commander. Get the commander. Double team him. Double team him. Well done, lads. Chop him into chunks. Then sell his ass to Tesco's. Okay, so let's send some of my fine fellows across to assassinate these bastards. Hello, fellows. Come on. How many's left of him? 63 of them. Make sure there's not a sausage left. Right, so what we're going to do is we are going to pause about there. Run. Yeah, well, this is different. This is the French under my command. Enemy general's dead. Ah, screw it. Charge him. There we go, battle over. And I will celebrate a successful battle with a victory Satsuma. Okay, so wasn't really much of a battle, to be honest. Still lost 417 men. That's a bit embarrassing. I shouldn't have done that. Or shouldn't have lost that many. Now, there we go. So the thing is, these guys are in enemy territory, so they won't get any kind of reinforcement or any kind of improvements in their numbers, which is unfortunate. So let's see, can we move this guy back yet? No, we can't. Next turn. Links work in chat, but if you post something that's bad, you will get your arse banned. So, they besiege Hanover. Oh, and that's another nasty big army coming in. Okay, so let's go twat some people. Interesting. Another battle for you guys. Oh, 2 generals. I wonder if I can kill 2 generals. You got 47 of those. Damn. The battle was finally won. More men had died than Chadmintons had thought, necessary, but another victory meant more morale back home. Chaddingtons drove onwards. Frederick Zoo, whatever the hell his bloody name was. Okay, so that's my only downside. 1 set of cannons. But hang on, where am I going? I'm looking in the wrong bloody direction. It's supposed to be that way. Oh, moron. So, cannon. Small amount of horse, not ideal. We'll put the large horse on the other side. And everything is backwards, so let's see. Let's look for the good numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. Four over here. Hang on. Didn't I just put a cannon there? Oh, for God's sake. Let's put the cannon here. Right next to our general, and we deploy it for the time being. So, what we've also got is these guys, which are French mariniers, who are absolutely smegging fantastic. Do love them. Great bunch of lads. Okay, so, over there. And let's see, where's my numbers weak? No, it's alright that side. Actually, what we'll do is we'll have these guys in as reserves. So, where are they coming from? Ooh. Oh, they're my boys. Good. That's great news. So, fellas, forwards into war. Here we go. Whoa. There we go. That's a good arrangement there. What else have we got over here? I'm thinking then that these 2 guys here Need to go on the far right because of that number there. Prussian horsemen. But on the plus side, I've got more troops coming in. But that's going to be a problem there. Hit that. So, let's see. Oh, Lancers. Come on, fellas, bring it on. Bring it, bitches. They're going for that central line, I guess. Have a square. Have a square. Yeah, you're screwed now, aren't you? Bitches. Oh no, are you braking? Surely not. Right, let's get these guys up. Moving up fast. Let's cover the left flank. There we go. Come on, fellas. There we go. So they mysteriously broke. That's a mystery. Don't know what could have caused that. Hang on. I didn't say you could unbrake. Oh dear. Squares. You two can run. Run. You guys can go over there. When you've quite finished. Idiots. Okay, so over on the far left-hand side. Square! Come on, lads, square it up, square it up. Whoa, Nelly. Square. Have these guys behind them. Get your horses and sod off. Right, so right flank is secure, out of square, reform, and move up. Okay, square is now, they've not left yet. Let's take them out of square for the time being. Take these guys out of square as well. Move these guys up. Okay, so let's see, can I do anything with these guys? One set there. And let's move these guys here. Right up there. Go. Hello, go! Idiots. Come on. Move these troops up. Move these fellows in as well. Okay, looking good. Ah, lines are advancing. Whoops-a-daisy, that's not a good line. Okay, let's move them to there, I think. There we go. Come on, guys, get your asses into gear. Let's get those guys there. Let's get these guys moving up. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Army's moving up. General is fine. Who the hell's that? What the hell? Oh, there's my light infantry. Oh, cool. Okay. We'll have those guys in light infantry mode. Have them coming in. That's all. Are you telling me that's all the reinforcements I get is those? 118 men. Oh god, that takes the piss. Right, how's their ammo looking? Ammo's okay across the board. So some of these guys, they're flipping... Morale is starting to improve, so I don't want that. So what I'm going to do... is do some fire in advance if I can. Come on, lads. Get those guys to move up just a little bit more. So... Come on, lads. Fire in advance. Fire in advance. Now, the only drawback with that is that these guys are overlapping each other. See, I've got 3 in there. Let's see. They're looking alright. They're looking alright. Move these guys up closer. Move these guys around the back. These guys are also around the back. What's going on here? That's these guys aren't going to last long, I don't think. Based on that. Whoops-a-daisy. These guys are in a bad position. Like so. Okay. Let's see. These guys under fire. No, they're looking alright. These guys are not firing and advancing. These guys should be firing and advancing. So let's move them to there. And let's move these guys to there, I think. Nope. Stop. Let's move these guys to there. And then these guys can continue to fire in advance. Can we get these guys to move up, maybe? Come on, fire in advance, fellas, see if that works. Put them behind. Get them there. Let's see where these guys go. Like so. Get these guys away from the overlapping sense of things. Yep. Right, so what's going on over here? Go and say hello. Okay, so let's see. What we'll do then is we'll move these forces here in and start closing the nets. Okay. And then we'll move these guys in to support the area that they just cleared. Take that off fire in advance for the time being. Have these guys there like so. Run. Okay. Oh, that's why they're suffering. Okay, fellas. Okay, so what we need to do is get these guys in from there, that side. Move these guys in also. side. Oh dear, horses, horses. Horses for courses. Square, square, square. So these guys are also moving up. Get them into position. Where's my clippity-clops?
We have killed their general, sir.
Woohoo!
Now they must break.
Good. Okay, let's get clippity-clops into a good position. Excuse me, everyone. Enemy General Gebhard de von Blücher. Those guys all moving in. There we go. They're now breaking. We'll tell him to stop firing for the time being. They can come out of square. And these guys can now all move up. Where are these guys? They're still over here? Oh, they're good. They're good. Good, 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 good. My lovely grenadiers. Wonderful fellows you are. So, let's move them up. Move them into firing position with line infantry at their rear to support. These two lines here can move to there. They're going to be in position in time. Yes, they are. These guys are fine. These guys can come out of square. And these guys can move up. Like so. Right, what is that? Go and say hello to him. And you can go and say hello to him as well. So they're charging in after the general, which should make things fun for them. Because, you know, I mean, it's only fair that we, you know, our boys have an entertaining time at the same time as they kill everyone. I mean, it's, you know, got to be a responsible commander. Hello? Hello, you blind idiots. What? Oh. I despair of these morons. They're just unable to path that direction. What the hell, man? So let's take these guys and just put them there, and then they can just assassinate them all. It could be they can't target him because he's technically not there. So let's move these guys up. Let's have a look. Can we get them behind that wall?
A glorious victory, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
Super
damn right,
glorious.
bitches. Oh god, those guys suffered. Get them back. Move up. Sorry, move up in that way. And... have I got any more there? Can't see through the smoke. Move up. So here we go. Fusiliers of the Lynn. Shoot at him. Where are you going? Oh, you spanners. Are those enemy? I don't know what the hell they are, but they're idiots. So let's see. Ah, there we go. Charge him! Charge! Charge in great numbers. Charge in and twat him. Oh, there we go. The commander's gone now. Oh, are they all running? How disappointing. Come on, fellas. Oh, okay. The Prussians were back for more, attacking Hanover with a fresh force. General Chadington was there to command in person. The Prussians fought with great determination until General von Gebhard von Blücher was wounded by a straw. Okay, so as you can see, 400, lost 1,400 out of... I deployed 12,000, holy crap, that's nice. And he pretty much lost most people there. So you, sir, can sod off. Now, what we'll do is we'll take... Oh, because I had all of those in the army. Oh, that's nice. So that's now a full army. And these guys also. Now, what I'm going to do is... Can I recruit anything? No, I can't. How typically wonderful. Okay, so... We've dealt with that issue. And we can leave them to recover. Oh, and look at that. Corporal in gold braid. Natural aptitude. Yeah, we've dealt with that. Trade unions advancing. Metric system. Plus 10 to thing. Yeah. Okay. So, that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look. I have a navy. Isn't that lovely? See, corvette and 32 gun frigates. Oh. Okay, so in here we have our army, which is in the process of doing nothing. But you know what? Let's move that up here. Oh god, that's a long way around, isn't it? And oh bugger, no. Actually, he should have gone in there. And we'll send him over to there. Send him to there. And he will basically hold that area while we go and attack the region capital here. Venice. This is basically a long campaign, a very long campaign. Victory conditions, see? 13 of 35, blah, blah, blah. December 1812, so I've got 6 years. So, okay, so as you can see, I'm still getting there. So I've got to deal with that, and I've got to storm Berlin at some point. I love this music. So nice. Now, that army I can't do any recruitment on, but it's a nice army. Lovely combination of 6-pounders and some regimental foot in there as well, and lancers. So their idea is to essentially deal with that bunch of Prussians there. Sorry, Austrians. My apologies. Now, once I've dealt with these large armies who are pissing me off, can we repair that? Yes, we can. Once I've dealt with these guys here and these guys here, I might be in a position to do something. Now, if I remember rightly, where the hell is old Nappy? Where the hell is our boy? Come on, Nappy, where are you? Let's see. There he is. He's in Caen. And there's his army. Hello, boys. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Nappy in. And use him to take out this area here. Oh god, that music is just so beautiful. And we shall then recruit a basic militiaman to go in there. Oh, heavens above. Damn right I'm going to decline the attack. Well, the Austrians are attacking the Swiss, who are actually one of my allies. The units with, yeah, the units is, I'll tell you about that unit in a second, with the 500 men in it. Okay, so as you can see, the Prussians are wandering back and forth. Yada yada yada, blah 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 blah, blah blah blah. Ah, they see Nappy coming, so they're increasing their forces. So Nappy will deal with them. Yeah, yeah, charge, whatever, blah blah blah. Right. God, this music's so relaxing. The thing is, this is the kind of game that I could play for hours. So long. It's just such a fantastic game. And I find it relaxing. I like doing all the campaign stuff and listening to the music, and oh, it's just glorious. Absolutely glorious. As indeed will be my victory when I put this bastard's head on a pike. So, first things first, let's deal with that army. Yeah, no, let's deal with him. So, he's a 4-star general with not a lot of anything. Very soon to be not a lot of life. Are you guys enjoying the live stream thus far? Good to see the chat is going well. Oh god, bloody rain again. Ah! Damn that rain! Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just put the cannon up here, I think. Cannon! And there. Deploy. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you're going to put the clippity-clops on the far
Damn
side.
this weather, sir. Wet powder makes misfires a certainty.
Well, Zutalor and all that shit. Okay, let's see. And over the far side, in cover, we should put those guys. Right, so, let's see. So there's the cannon there. And we've got this bunch of fine fellows. I want all of them together at the rear. Like so. In position. Holy crap, that seems to be an awful lot for some reason. Don't know why that is. We'll take out that section. And 301, 268. Let's take out that section. And have that line there as quite a substantial line. Wunderbar. Wunderbar. And then these two guys here we shall have along this section here. Get them out of the way. So there's the general staff. Now, I think I'm going to need these guys here. Oh, Skype doing a Skype call with a guy doing his new intro. Isn't that nice? Didn't ask me though, did he? What I'll do is I'll put these guys in there. So that means that we're kind of covering most of the areas. And we'll have these guys as the reinforcements in the middle. Right, let's kick some ass, boys. So, cannons, commence bombarding. Let me guess, they don't reach that far. Oh, they don't as well, the bastards. Ugh, don't bother them. Idiots. Yeah, you want to hope that the general's not killed by a straw. Maybe it's one of those bendy straws and it got caught in his throat, you know. Because everybody knows the French invented the bendy straw. Le straw bendy. God, that's terrible. So let's see. Let's move these guys up as well. So if they're there, I want a section here cover that flank. And then these guys here can move up and cover that flank. Okay, so horses. Clip. Proceed to clippity-clop in that direction. Other horses. Proceed to clippity-clop over here. Run. So, no idea what these guys are doing. I don't think they know either, to be honest. So, I love the music. Cadence marching for the win, boys. Hello, fellas. Got to do a little bit of slow motion camera porn. Anyway, let's see. So there is the arty. It's only £6, but they've only got 4 pieces, so it might be that... Is that a decent hill? Yeah, I couldn't conceivably move my cannons up there, so what I'll do is I'll unlimber them and have them ready to move. And then I can bring them up to this point here and hit them right down the throat, so to speak. Okay. So we've got these guys, which are lancers, moving up towards here. My troopers here. So they should be able to handle those guys. Is that the general? Is that a cowardly general? No, it isn't. There's the cowardly general. So, if we've got these guys here, what I might do, try and put them there, and the other guys there. Actually, no. Put them there. And we can hide them. And then jump the general when he's not suspecting. So there we go. Here we go. Lots of really, really bad straw jokes in chat, I have to say. Yeah, really bad straw jokes. Sorry guys, they're terrible. Poor brave Scott. Oh dear. Such fine intentions. What's that? It's Prussians and Horse Guards. These guys are wandering around, yelling at things for no reason whatsoever. Some of my guys are taking artillery fire. So we have to wait and see how that turns out. Go on, lads. So, if we go here, maybe. No, not that lot. Ah, damn, stop. Okay. Like so. Then put these guys. Hello. There. Okay, so these guys here need to move up to there. No, not... Yes, those guys. So, let's have a look. Artillery! Get your horse-bound little asses up here. So what we'll do is we'll set artillery to be about there. And then we'll move these fine lovely fellows up a little bit to about there. So right now, oh, here we go. We've got them moving in from all positions. Run, fellas. Can't hang around. Who are those guys? What the hell are they doing back there? Oh, spanners. There's only 191 of them, so we'll bring them up. Like so. He's been shot at. It's these guys in the middle, isn't it? Okay. Interestement. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're doing back there. But to be honest, it's good that the guys who need the experience are now up the front, where they can get the experience. Oh crap! Didn't want to do that. Did not want to do that. I wanted to do that. Without the sodding artillery. Ah! Move, fellas, move. Come on. So, let's see. Let's move in. And let's kick some butt. It's fair to say they're screwed. There we go. Put that there. Here we go. It's all kicking off now, boys and girls. Run. Run. Send these guys on the back. Send these guys to there. Okay. Oh, hello, fellas. Oh, shite. Yeah, die, Lancers, you bitches. Okay. Aha! The commander is fleeing. I think it's fair to say we should go and say hello. What do you reckon? So this is a nice encircling manoeuvre. I like this. Hello, fellas.
We have killed their general, sir.
God damn it, that's what I like
must
to hear. You know what? Let's leave these guys out of it. Let them clear up the mess that's going to result after with these all guys are all dead. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, you know what? Get that lot. Where are these guys going? Where do you think they're going? Kill them! Kill them all! Okay. I think that's a successful battle in my book. I'm going to save that. What do you call that? Nice circle maneuver. I probably spelled it wrong, but I'm happy with that. Here we go. Beating their drums with shouldered guns, the French marched on to face the Prussian hold, advancing so bold to escape Bonnie's trace. Oh, Jesus Christ. Encircle. Is there something wrong with your space button, Schmeck? And fire to the south of the gunpowder's choir. The Prussians fell dead by the hundreds, leaving behind a blood-red field. In the rainy marshlands of Flandressy, I know it was not. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's supposed to be a poem with verses, but it fucked it up. So there we go. I lost 189 men, and he lost pretty much everybody except for 40 bikes. So I would consider that to be a good battle. And we would punctuate that with a, yeah, bitches. So he's a confident attacker, and the enemy decided to pull back. Not that it did them any good, they all died horribly, and good thing too. So that's 6, that's 8, oh, 11, 8. So what we can do is we can put in another artillery there, so we've got 8-pound artillery in there as well, to give it a little bit of extra range. So that, boys and girls, is looking good. Now, over here, I'm going to send this guy. See, he's good. But, see, the thing is, if I dare, and then they... yeah, I've got to send him to attack that guy. Because the problem is, if I don't, he's going to be a threat to me. So, I've got to deal with him. Right. The battered, I was about to say, why are they covered in batter? The battered Prussian forces fled the field after their previous defeated. They ran, but Chadington's pursued, killing all in his way. No one would defeat this great man. I don't know about that. Okay. So, this is going to be an interesting battle, I think. As you can see. Let's put our artillery here, I think. Let's have a look. Put it there. Nope. Bit closer. Come on. Cooperate. There we go. Deploy. Now. Cavalry, right side. Cavalry, left side. What does this look like? What have we got over here? Okay, so it's regiment of foot, fusiliers, cannons, quite a few lancers, 6th and 2nd lancers, so there's about 240 lancers on my left side. Oh boy, there's a lot of cavalry, look at that. Regiment of horse, uhlans. Oh boy, this is going to be a problem. So that means what I need is this and this on one side. So some of my more sturdy troops on one side with less sturdy troops with them. So we'll put them all there like so. And then I'll take these guys, and these guys, yeah. And we'll put them over here. Because these are next as qualified or so as brave and recruit. You know, you can see the rank level on these guys. They're experienced. So they should not break too easily under those horses. Now, if that's going to be that there, I'm going to need something to plug the gap here. So we'll have 2 sections there. And then we'll have another 2 sections, so 2 regiments there. No, we won't. We'll just have 1 regiment. Like so. We have another regiment there. Even though they look like they're having a seizure. We'll leave them there for the moment. Okay, so that's all those deployed. What else have we got around the back here? Nice sizable number of line troops which we'll keep in the centre to bolster the central point. These horses can probably, yeah, we'll put them over the far side here. Okay, let's see how we get on, shall we? Put all these guys to 1. Go. Can we reach them? Yes, we can. Just about. Fire, fellas. Fire. Fire for effect. Let's move those guys forward. Move my right flank forward. Come on, you flankers. Put them there. And move my left flank forward as well. Okay. Get them there, maybe. What do you mean, what happened to your mod powers, Cucumber? You got mod powers, or you should have them. So, let's see. Are these guys firing at all? I don't think they are. So, yeah, that's why. Because we only got 1 8-pounder in there. And the 6-pounder can only reach that far. So that's the only way we're doing that one. Okay, that's no big deal. As long as I can keep them in the range, get them into the range of my artillery. Okay, so people are moving, which is good. We've definitely got their attention. So you can see these guys moving up here, or at least they're supposed to be. Let's move them up over here. And these guys, we can move up to that forested area there. Yeah, okay, it's Cucumber. Right, okay, resume. So, Let's see. And what we'll also then do is move these guys up as well. See, I'm thinking I need to move them that way, because there's going to be a gap there. Now these guys are taking a bit of fire, so let's move them forward and into the trees. There we go, lads. That should do you. These guys are moving up. Now, the question is, are the enemy in range of my bigger cannons, or my other, or numerous cannons, I should say? Not yet. Now, where are these guys? Could I conceivably move them up here? That could work. What are those guys doing? Yep. These guys move up as well. General there. Yes, you did see a Mac. Well, okay. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yeah. Right. What the hell? How far have these got to go? Right. Okay. So they're here. And let's see. Now the only drawback is these guys here need to be there to support their guys in the middle, and these guys here need to be kind of there to support, whoops-a-daisy, no they won't, to support their friends there. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these guys to move up. Guys to run, because I want extra forces that side. So these guys are here and are hidden. This is what I'm after. Don't blow your horns. It's not a good idea. So there's some of the artillery for them. It's trouble, my boys there are going to be directly in the line of the arty. Which is not a good situation to be in. Bring those guys up to reinforce. These guys here. So you've got to keep them straight. If I put them like that, they'll be end on and possibly available for a slight attack there from a flank, which I do not want. And let's get these guys into here. I want to get them behind the enemy lines and deal with them. Hopefully they don't get noticed. So, these guys, yeah, they are good. Let's get them to there. Let's actually, no, let's get them to that there, I think. So, these guys need to go over one side, like so. So that we're covering all eventualities. I think once I get the artillery in position and start hitting them. Oh! Well, what was that? Yeah, here we go. Look, we got movement. What are they doing? Is it just the AI being derpy again? Time. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's gone past how long I was planning the stream for. Oh, God. Oh, well. So let's have a look there. Right, okay, so that means if the cannons go there, They should be able to shoot over the top of my boys, which is what I'm after. See, this is what's concerning me, is the fact that the enemy are not actually moving. The Austrians are not doing anything. And I don't really want... I want them to come to me, not the other way around. But if I can hit these guys with rounds of cannons like these guys, who look like 4 cannons per section. So it's like, yeah, like 3 cannons per section, or 4 cannons per section. So that's like 16 cannons. If I hit them with that, that's going to get their attention pretty fast. Come on, lads. Get your asses into gear. The trouble is, my guys are going to die if I don't get them sort of not being shot at anymore. These guys in particular in the middle. Because they're under RT attack. Okay. Come on, fellas. Make your move. Because what I've tried to do is spread them across the entire area to cover all possible eventualities. These guys can move up when I need them to. Right. Let's check that. Make sure that, yeah, they're below that area. So, unlimber. So, the question is, what do we go for first? It's got to be that lot. And let's watch the first cannon. Shall we? Come on, we're supposed to be firing together. Ugh. Right, well, there we go. We've flushed them out. Out they come. Get in range, fellas. Get in range. The trouble is they're protected by that dip. But it won't do them much good. Square, quickly, 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 quickly. Square as well. These guys over on one side. Need to be protected. Move them up. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is stop those guys firing because I want them to fire all together. Okay. Right, take those out of square and those out of square. Okay. So, here we... Oh, for God's sake, I've just taken them out of square. There we go, that should fire all together. Come on, lads. Oh, baby! You beautiful, beautiful things. Oh, we'll have a round full of explosions for you bastards. Let them fire at will. Poor old Will. Always gets shot at. Poor bastard. Okay, so... Now the thing is, they seem to be moving troops over to one side, so... We'll move them up. And I'll move these guys up as well. How far will that stretch? There we go, that's good. So it's one big long line as we're moving forward. Now, what I'll also do is move these guys up a little bit as well. And move them up to about there, I think. Don't so much have cover of trees, but they will have cover of artillery. Aim for these bastards. Come on. I want these sods flattened. Extreme extreme prejudice. Okay. Now I can't help but notice that they're not doing much on this side. So it's time to get them in range, I think. And what we can do is once they're there we go. Hello, fellas. Oh god, it's all kicking off. We're going to need a square soon. Come on, lads. Oh, Nelly. Okay, let's send these guys over here. Square quickly. Square just in case. Move these guys over. Lock them in. Move these guys over. Lock them in. Get them out of square. Get them out of square. What's going on here? Square, please. Square, please. Square. Okay, looks like that line there has broken, possibly. Get in there. Get in there. Stab them all from behind. Get in there. Get these guys out square. Get these guys here flanking. Get these guys moving in.
Our men are running, sir!
What? Oh, you sluts. Okay, fine. Get in there, twat them. Twat them all. Come on. What are you doing? In there. Okay, so let's bring in these fellows. Down to here. What's that? Damn it. Okay. What's going on over here? Yeah, there's more over here as well. Looking okay. God, so much smoke! So much smoke. Those guys should be able to deal with that. Those guys are broken. Although these guys... Let's send these guys in here. And have those guys facing that way. Actually, you know what? Send them in. Ignore those guys. Come back here. Oh,
Our men are running, sir!
square, please. Square, please. Who's running? Really? Holy crap. Okay, move in. These guys should all be dealing with that. Oh crap, no square. Bollocks. Move in. Flank them. These guys seem to be doing okay. These guys are... Oh, okay, they're being lanced. That's not good. God, look at the sheer number of cavalry, man. That's mad. Can we hit? Yes, we can. Zutala! What is going on? Right, so the left flank is doing okay. Let's get them there. If we can, move these guys up. Move these guys over. What's going on over here? Anything? No, let's get all these troops over here. Oh, crud. Shite. Come on, get in the square. Oh, look at this, man. This is mad. Now, the trouble is we've got some cavalry there. Square, quick. Put them there. Put those guys to attack. Hopefully that'll break those guys. These guys should move forward. These guys should also move forward. Right, let's get these guys in. Across there. Okay. There we go, get them over. Okay. These guys are in the middle here, that's fine. These guys are attacking the arty. Get in there and do it with swords. And then go after the gen. So what have we got here? We've got these guys here. No, actually, no, fire at them. Fire at them. Move up. Get in that mode. Okay, my other cav. Hit those bastards fast. Let's get the general. Go, get the gen. Yep, they're all busting. They're all breaking out all over. Hit the general, fellas. Hit the general.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Oh, they just shot the general. Beautiful. Pure poetry in motion. Nice work, lads. Oh dear, they're in square. Get them out of there. Get them out. Get them out of square. Move them up. Like so. If we take them over there. And where's my other clippity-clops? They're over here, aren't they? Yeah, let's send them after that lot for the time being. Send them over there. Oh, crap! Oops, sorry. Right. Okay, so now they're breaking, and we can hit them. So, who hasn't broken in the middle here? Okay, so let's go say hello. No, it looks like they broke as well. Because they saw what was coming. Wow. That was pretty intense, I have to say. So we'll call that Intense Battle v Austria. Because I like to save stuff like that, because it's like good things to watch. Did you guys enjoy that? Victorious again, the French Eagle marched on. Many volleys had to be fired until Austria was done. And in the end, they were on the run. But after this, the skirmishes, there's a lot more to come. So many nations are yet to defeat. So many men's hearts will soon stop to beat. The battlefield Europe covered in their meat, would enter a Chadtopia sitting on his golden seat. Woohoo! Look at that! Look how many I killed! Oh! But I lost 1,000 men. Let's see this. The Austrians refused to give in their attempts to defeat the now feared and newly promoted Marshal Wellington. Woohoo! They drove onwards toward the readied French lines. Hundreds were killed before even reaching the French forces. In the bloody mayhem, many were lost, and even one unit ran in fear. But Marshal Chad would not be defeated. Thousands died that day. The enemy general was killed by a point-blank shot to the chest, killing him instantly. To which I would reply, yeah, bitch. Anyway, let's see how we got on there. Oh my goodness, the Fusiliers of the line. 437 kills. Look at that. Promotion. Well, no, they got promotion, but they didn't. So that's good, because the guys that weren't promoted each got a promotion. So yeah, that's nice. I like that. So we basically twatted that team there, and we can push them back. What's the time? Yeah, I think 10 more minutes and that's it for me, guys. Because I would have been on for about 3 hours. So, well, it's entirely up to you. You can, for those of you who weren't aware, right? You know, if you look under the Steam group Chadtopia, there is actually forums now. And I've created loads of forums for all sorts of various different games. So I would encourage you, if you're not a member of a group called Chadtopia, you go on there and you post something on the forums. Feel free, if you want to post, watch this video tomorrow when it goes up, and feel free to post a battle report or whatever. Entirely up to you guys. You're more than welcome to do it. And if I really like it, I might do it as a special sit in the readout. I'd sit down, read to you guys basically the exploits of Marshal Chad. So if you are lucky people, which you possibly may be, I don't know yet. Oh, relaxing music. Yeah, everything's welcome. Either a battle reports or summary or even poetry. All welcome. Listen to that music, isn't it beautiful?
Oui, monsieur. Attaquez!
Get in there, you.
Monsieur, vos ordres?
Right, what I need to do is get him back to there.
Immédiatement!
So that he can then start recovering his troop numbers.
Votre demande est inconsidérée.
Oui, oui. So, there we go. That's looking good. So, yeah, we got 10 minutes left, so I might be able to get another battle in. We'll have to see. I doubt it, though, to be honest, based on what's going on. Let's find out what Nappy's up to. How far is he?
Monsieur, vos ordres?
Yeah, that one there. That is the colonne d'attaque. So, as you can see, it's a special thing from, what's it? God, what's the name? Darth Mod, there we go. So, it's a line of about 500 men. It's insane. But I've also got those guys. Oh, God. And as you can see, you've got a reasonable amount of artillery, 8-pounders, good lines, light infantry, skirmishers in there. And so this is an army to be reckoned with. So there we go. So that's a good guy to have. Marechal Ney. But he doesn't really have an army at the moment, which is kind of sad. So let's see. Blah de blah de blah. Right, so he's dealt with him. I need to get him back in his own territory to recover the numbers lost, and then I need to deal with that. So let's move on. Oh, here we go. Such a beautiful flute. Oh, do me a lemon. Oh, I'll retreat.
Retirez-vous!
Okay. What the hell? My channel just went really weird. All my... Oh, bloody, all my chats disappeared. Bollocks. So unfortunately I can't see a damn thing. And Hanover has been besieged. Colour me bloody surprised, you tosser.
Point facile!
There we go. $4,000 versus 4,700. Good general. Okay general. Okay. So I get to deploy first. I've got a reinforcing army of over 6,000. He's boned. He's screwed. Ah, Karl von Clausewitz. You know what? It's time for something else to eat. Oh, ho, ho. Yum, yum. Yeah. Oh, heavens. So he's over here somewhere. So, if I put a group there, like so, and a group there, put my poor single cannon at the back here, well, I have no idea from which direction they're going to come. That's the problem. So there is my general staff, and yeah, von Clausewitz was a good commander. What the hell? Get over there, horse. Oh. Do your thing. Bloody Twitch has gone screwy today. I don't know what's going on. Okay. So, oh, over here we have random clippy clots. Put there.
Garde révolutionnaire!
Who's here?
L'infanterie suisse attend les...
Yeah, absolutely. I quite agree. Okay.
Lancez des ordres.
Right. Hang on, what's going on here? Yeah, sorry Cucumber, I was only planning to do single player today, mate. I'm sorry. I just unwinding with some campaign. I wasn't really looking to play multiplayer. However, I do want to speak to you about the possibility of doing some battles together, either versus or whatever. So I can talk to you tomorrow about it, mate, if you are interested. As long as we kind of keep the rockets to a minimum. Whoever doesn't know Cucumber, one of the, oh, just makes me laugh so much. Fantastic guy. Okay. Oh, Nelly! Look at that! I'm glad I deployed the way I deployed, is all I can say. And then what we do is we wheel this line in. Like so. Wheel the line over. Bring these guys round. Put them there for the time being. These guys can also move round. Hang on, no. Oh, there you bloody idiots. Idiots. Oh, Nelly, what's going on here? Get into a square. Get into a square bloody quickly. And you, square it. Holy crap, that one better shape quickly. Run. Yeah, I can check the names of the generals, but it will tell you when you watch the VOD back tomorrow, you see. Ah, incentive. Incentive. Okay, so their cavalry there has broken in its entirety. Let's use those guys to take them up. Right, what's going on here? Yeah, those guys are answering to that lot. Let's bring these guys round. What's going on over here? No, get out of there. Do not want those guys there. Oh, hello. I swear. I'll keep them as a square. Is that more? Oh, it's more bloody hussars and arseholes and other Prussian pillocks. Come on. Take them out of square. Point them that way. Move these guys this way. No, don't get out of square. Hopefully those guys should finish them off. Oh boy. Reinforcementi! No idea if that's even a word. However, they can go there. And these guys can move their scrawny asses and plug this gap. Come on. These guys are starting to waver, that's the problem. Come on, these guys are stuck out on their own. Hit them hard.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
What?
État-major des généraux!
Oh, Jenny. What's wrong with you? Go over there, you fool. Inspire everyone. Okay, don't inspire anyone. Screw you. Come on, General. Get your scrawny... Oh my goodness, the middle... Oh goodness me. Look at that. So let's bring these guys down to attack that lot. Take these guys out square and move them round to support that side. The right side is running okay. With these guys moving over, we want them to run. The centre is still looking weak, as you can see. However, we move these guys up here, and maybe we can plug that gap in the middle. So these guys are looking okay. So here we go. Move these guys back because they're low in number. Move these. Oh!
Our men are running, sir!
Well, that's not exactly unexpected. But what we will do is we'll charge them with new men. Fresh men. More men. New fresh men. You guys can charge in as well. And you guys can stand. Take to toe with those fellows. Come on. Right, let's move these guys in that way. They can go a little bit outflanking manoeuvre. These guys are still within range. What's going on over here? Random clippity-clops. Where are these random clippity-clops? Ah, they're buggered off. Oh, heavens above. Oh my goodness. You gonna stand and fight? Okay, maybe not. So what we'll do is we'll take...
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Okay, let's get you off the line. Back. No, stay. These guys are completely out of ammo. Get them out of the way. Are these ones? Yeah, these ones. And then move these guys over to cover. If we move them there, will that help, I wonder? Okay, so let's do a fire in advance there. And let's do a screw, let's charge. Move those guys there. Put these guys here. What are these guys doing? What are the hell are these guys doing? Let's get in there and attack them. So what are these guys up to? Form a square. Move these guys up. Let's bring these fine cavalry fellows up. Where's my other cav? Here we go. Hit these guys there. Okay. So
A
there.
glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Go. Get after those guys. Move. Oh, they're out of ammo. Oh, Christ. You know what? Screw it. Charge. Actually, no, they're good. They're good guys. They got
You
ammo.
have killed their general, sir.
Yes!
To the strike.
Have it, bitches. Von Clausewitz is no more. Right, let's move these guys. Have these got ammo? Yes, they have. Let's move them to protect that lot. He has ammo as well. Okay. Let's attack them from the rear. Are these guys still attacking? Yeah, they're all firing and moving forward. What's going on here? Oh dear. So, fire, shoot that lot. Run, run. Oh, no, don't do that. Where's over here? He's still doing random shit. There we go. That's some broken, boys and girls. That's some broken. Whoa. We'll call that one Holy Crapola. Mad Battle live stream. There we go. Have to say, boys and girls, that was a pretty mad battle. Did you guys enjoy that? No. The Prussians surrounded the French forces and were ready to take them by surprise, but Marshal Chadington's was more than ready for this. He met it with pure steel. The Prussian became desperate and charged the French head-on. The conflict was bitter. So many young men were killed. Another sword was presented to Marshal Chadington's. Yet another fallen foe. Sorry, I can't help edit it. It's just the way my English works. So as you can see there, look, he lost literally. He only had 600 men out of 4,500. Mind you, I did all right. I deployed 11,000 men, really. So I think, but the thing is, right?
Hey!
I want to destroy that army, because if I can destroy that army completely, then I don't have to worry about that. So, but it is now midnight. It is now midnight, and I think I'm going to have to save the game. Thank you for staying with me all through these last 3 hours, guys. I hope you really enjoyed yourself. I appreciate all the comments you've made and sticking with me for the last 3 hours. Some absolutely fantastic battles in there. Absolutely epic. Oh, there's a few where I thought I wasn't going to win them, to be honest. It was tough. It was tough there. But I'm pleased that I managed to succeed, and I'm pleased that you guys were here to watch it. So... put it on the forums. Put it on my forum.